I'll start out by saying that it was not the perfect romance. We were not that perfect couple, and we didn't have that fairy tale relationship that some people would make you think we had. We were that on the outside couple because on the outside we were ideal.
1 mile to every inch of your skin like porcelain.
On the outside, we were everything that two people together wish they had. We looked like we were happy on the outside. Well, I suppose not necessarily just from other people's perspectives. Wade thought the same as everyone else too, that we were perfectly happy together. I guess I was the only one who disagreed.
Only you can make all this world seem right. Only you.
As I looked at him across the table, watching him chew his food and drink, my heart sank. Tonight was the night, wasn't it?
Is your food okay?
My stomach turned. Always such the gentleman, I thought. There was never any room for complaints. He began to ramble about his work while I slowly drifted into my own mind. His work was one of the biggest priorities in life, which I suppose was why he was so successful. We were thankfully interrupted by a speech from the waiter about the wondrous selection of desserts they offered. Then it hit me that I shouldn't order any dessert. I didn't want to end up having something hidden in a piece of pie or a slice of cake.
That sounds just wonderful.
But unfortunately, I think that we'll have to pass tonight. The food was just so delicious, I don't think I have room for anything else.
I smiled and gently batted my eyelashes. It was kind of like my secret weapon.
Are you sure, honey? If you want anything else, you know you can have it. We could have them wrap up a dessert and bring it back to the house if you want it.
I dug through my purse, feeling for the cold metal that lay inside. Button. Who's got the button? I thought as I glided my hand through the contents.
Do you have a light?
So sorry, miss, but there's no smoking here.
His biggest and his only complaint against me was the fact that I smoked. His family believed that smoking was for men, not for women. Men smoked the cigars and drank the brandy while discussing the ups and downs of the market in their private studies. Every single one of my girlfriends was jealous of all the attention and consideration that Wade gave me day in and day out. They would constantly tell me how they wished their boyfriends or husbands would still act that way with them. How they wished that I wouldn't take his romance for granted because he was just a one-in-a-million guy. He was perfect, everything that I was looking for. My very own Prince Charming. As we walked inside, the faint aroma of lavender and honey filled my nostrils. I detested the smell of lavender, for it made my insides churn, and it bugged the hell out of me. Now most women would be romantically turning back by this thoughtful display, but me, no. I merely saw it as another self-righteous act. I clenched my purse tightly to my hip, knowing what the next words out of his mouth would be. This was it. This was what I had waited 2 years for. Finally, I would get the ring.
Sydney, I find that since the day I met you,
Blah, 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 blah.
you are the single most important, special thing that has come into my life.
The speech was definitely overrehearsed, and I was seriously starting to get bored.
And I know I can never find anyone that I can ever love more. My question to you is this: will you marry me?
I will admit that I grasped a little bit. He had that ring size. Wow, I thought, he really did outdo himself. He was so sure of my answer, wasn't he? as my right hand finally found the piece of metal in my purse. I took it out, lifted it up, and pulled the trigger. Right in the heart. How perfect.